Hello again. We got something to fix today, a new project in fact. You see, here is a thermostat. And the point is, this thermostat should open and close a circuit in series with a resistor to a oven. What is a thermostat? Obviously, a kind of device which, depending of the temperature at the sensor, it will push through a drum. You see, here we have a kind of drum. It will push this contact here, which obviously is pushing these parts which are closing and opening the electric circuit. Well, this is a lever or something. It's not a contact properly. It's like a finger, like a normal switch, on, off, on, off. The sensor is here. This one goes into the oven near the resistor. And in here we have a kind of oil. You see this piece of wire. This is not a wire. This is a tube. So this oil is conducting the temperature from, take it like a cumulative temperature sensor, taking the ambiental temperature, transpose it to the oil, and the oil then it's going inside here. You can see that very clear. You see, the pipe goes in here, and in here we have a kind of drum. Depends on the temperature, changing the dimension up and down. You know, it's hot, we have a dilatation. It's cold, goes back to the initial dimension. And that it's traduced to this finger, you know, going up and down. You see? Like that. That's the principle. You know, it's a mechanical principle, and it's the same way a car thermostat it's working, is the same way, you know, the heating thermostat, any kind of thermostat with this kind of oil temperature transfer here. I already dismantled that. You know, this part is coming in here under this finger, and we have these parts which are doing all the contacts. I already cleaned the contact. I reestablished the oxidized parts away from the contacts. That will help me to have a proper working condition for many months, years, maybe. But the point is that this is a very easy to deform. It's a soft metal here, and trying to get the parts off from the main support, that gives a kind of alterating dimensions. And it's very important to be the same all the time. Okay, that looks good. It's pretty okay to me. Now, we have to put the things back together. I cleaned a little bit the support here because it was a lot of smoke, pretty dirty, because of the sparks, you know, developed in time and so on. We are talking like maybe 15 amps at this circuit. You know, the oven resistance, it's around 2.5 kilowatts in fact. And now these things are getting back in place, just like that. I'm checking for the right positioning. Yeah, it's looking good. I have to be sure about that. So this should be really straight here. Yeah, I think so. Just a final touch. You see the surface, it's still okay. It was pretty burned. There we go. We have to settle this in place, and this is very easy to be done with a screwdriver. We got some elements there, you know, it just needs to be twisted a bit, like that. That's enough. That's enough here. And this one too. Fine, you see, that's the way it have to look. Yeah, this is very clean. Now, in here, we have to position the mobile contact. You see, this is special. It's a kind of steel here, which it's jumping on off. It have a tension, it have a moment of tension, and then it's simply jumping up and down. And this is very clever done with this kind of springy stuff. So we just put that in place. You see, here we have the place for the elastic, for the middle elastic contact. I just put it down there. to be sure that it's in the right position. It's like that. And then we have to have the bottom into the other gap here. How can we do that? Simply having the screwdriver in here and just pushing a bit. You see? We are in place. That's the position. And look here. You see the contact, it's already pushed up by the tension, by this springy. There we go. It's looking good. Very good, in fact. Now, because obviously we don't need that to be so high up, and there is this, let's call it stopper. Yeah, why not? I'm kind of amazed how soft all these parts are, you know. These metal parts are very soft, but probably they are done in purpose like that to make easy the adjustments. So this is the one which will limit the contact course. Look there. You can even hear that. Okay, let's have this in place. We need to just switch those ears. Now we have to put all the ensemble back together. A good idea is to have a little bit of fat to the contact. I should do that before having everything back in place, but we can just push just like that. I reach the contacts. Yeah, perfect. Somehow we'll provide a little bit of anti-oxidizing for a while. We put everything back in place. We have two fits here. We need to take the finger, let's call it finger, high, up. Yeah, this is in place. You see these two here, they are leading the ensemble to the right positioning. Let me have this back in the position, like that. You are good here? No, not yet. Oh yeah, I need a better tool. Let's see. Maybe this one will do the magic, of course. Yeah. Yes. Perfect positioning. Now. So you can see the contact there. Very clear. Okay. Now I'm changing the temperature. You see? Now it's on. Now it's off. That's the system. And you see the blade is very flexible. Look at the finger. Look at the finger here. So it's pushing down that blade. Okay, the finger, the white one I'm talking about. Look there. And suddenly it's jumping Come on. You heard that? Look at the blade. It's a very interesting design, ancient I may say, because this is on duty, you know, to everything around us, from fridges to air conditioning and, you know, ovens and heating, everything, you know, this is everything. And what's the most important thing? These guys are not electronic, you know, these guys are pure analogic. Pure analogic. It's nothing here involving the electronics. Now, you see, when I'm switching at the end, that should be 0. So if I'm having 0 here, so here it's 250 limit. All right. So if we take it in the middle, let's say like that, here maybe we should have around 125. Anyway, because the next step is check the calibration, and this is very important, because if it's not working into the right range, then you know this work is for nothing. That's the idea. But now I have to be sure that it's stopping at 250, and that's why I'm gonna apply 260 at maximum. 260 degrees here. 250. Alright, let me try something else. We have 330 degrees at the nozzle. Yeah, the best way to have it back on the oven and to check the temperature there related to the environment itself, you know, related to the install over there. It's just not working like that. And then I can adjust it in real time. I have a improvised setup. The thermostat, it's down there. Let me show you. It's right there. Okay, it's working great so far. Let's check some temperatures here. You see my thermal camera shows me 229 degrees, 230 almost, and my thermometer is show 244 degrees. Okay, and of course the moment of truth for now. Look there. So we are at maximum. Now I'm just dropping 2 degrees and it's out. And we have like 250 degrees. Beautiful. Now let's wait a little bit to see if it's coming back on. That's the meaning of a thermostat, of course, to reload the set. Let's wait a bit. Normally it's a couple of minutes. Temperature goes down. 251, 250. Yep. Yeah. Manually it was on, but let's wait until it reached the right temperature for turning on. 242, 43. Well, I should have better temperature than 250, but the resistance inside there, it's a little bit higher than it should be. So usually we should have around 17 ohms. Now we have 33 ohms. So the total power of this one goes up to 1.5 kilowatts, and it should be around 2.5. Okay, but that's more than enough. It's perfect. As long as it's reaching 250, it's perfect. Let's wait a little bit more. 240 and going down to 43, to 30. Yes, it should go on. It should turn on very soon, and then we can call the experiment a success. Come on, we are waiting. $229. Yes, you see, that's it. It was on at 230. So that's it. That's it, people. I was obliged to do that because I don't have another thermostat around, and it's pretty hard to get a new one. It's on the order, it's on the way somehow. But for now, I'm really satisfied. You know, the machine is working and it can be used again. This is the most important thing. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I hope it's useful. If you find it interesting, subscribe, like, of course, and I'm waiting your comments. And in the meantime, don't forget, be creative and have fun. Bye bye.